Potent Ponder, and I'm back with another video. Please come and thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, get my video to 1,000 likes, thumbs up the video, that's all I ask you for. And also, please make sure that you support the channel. The Cash App is in the comments below. I appreciate all of y'all who support my channel. Even when I don't be doing videos, people will always sending me love. So I appreciate y'all who support me and all of that. It never goes unnoticed, and I always respond to all of the support and all of that. But today, we want to come and talk about, Cardi B, right? Well, I went live earlier when I was on my 2-hour walk. And, you know, I just want to come back and reiterate some things in regards to the Cardi B Offset dilemma, right? Now, I told y'all months ago when Cardi was doing this, weeks ago, I said that Cardi B, she's doing this too soon with no announcement, right? Now that we creep closer to the month of April and to the anniversary. Now, listen, me personally, it's the 7th year anniversary. Is it the 7th year anniversary of invasion of privacy? So, I mean, it's an anniversary date or whatever, but it's not like a milestone, like a 10th year or whatever. Whatever. You know, people are going to say how they feel. They're going to justify a reason for celebrating. You know, who am I to say that? But I find it so strange that the closer we get to April, which will be the rollout, you know, that I personally feel. Now, if nothing happens next month, I'll come back and I say that I was wrong, you know, because I do believe in course correction. But I feel as though that Cardi B, she's now, because listen, what she normally used for beef and attention, she either dissing or going back and forth with a rap chick, most likely Nicki Minaj, or now her new thing to clinch onto is Offset. Now, what I want to do is, I'm not going to play like the whole clip of her going in. I just want to play a little segment of Cardi B talking about Offset and all that. So listen, let's get into that.
You got all these lawyers. I asked you to do one thing and you didn't do it. So now I'm going to do it. No, stop calling me. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So let me tell ya about this fuck ass nigga. Right? For the past couple of months, I've been very quiet, but I've been going through a lot of stuff that I keep to myself. First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life, all that shit. He was mad. He's mad about that. Mind you, this man sent text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me of me and him having sex. That's the type of shit I've been dealing with for the past 2 months. Every time he knows that I go out of town, he harasses me. He leave me voice notes trying to put my self-esteem to the ground. And I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of him and his girlfriend playing games on my phone, leaving explicit voice notes on my phone, voicemails on my phone. I told this girl, hey, why you I hit this girl up before. Like, yo, I better not find out you in my house. This girl gonna tell me why you care that I'm in the house. You haven't been there for 3 years. Girl, how you gonna tell me why I'm mad that you in my house when that's my house that I bought? Are you okay? And then this nigga gonna FaceTime me with his girl. Mind you, yo, you've been harassing me and harassing the men that I've been dealing with for months already. You've been harassing my friends. You send people to get my friend beat up, my homegirl beat up. You got my mama calling. I don't give a fuck.
I just want to say this first and foremost. It's like both of these people are parents, Offset and Cardi B. Cardi B pushed the baby out. Why is she so centered around dating when you got a whole child to raise before you push this album out and go on tour? That's number one. Number two, the thing that I want to address is you talking about Offset sent revenge PORN to your... Why you ain't suing them? Why you ain't, filing no charges or anything like that, right? This whole thing sounds like the perfect plot for a song release or something. I don't know if it's a song about him cheating, having another girl and she's being mixed up in between. I don't know. With Cardi, you got to kind of be all over the place with her because she's so tactful. She tries to use social media to her advantage, right? Now, let's talk about this. Cardi said that he sent somebody to beat up her friend. Ain't you the brim? Didn't you send men to go beat on women in a club in New York, Cardi? How dare you? Like I said earlier in my video, like you should have, when you started to process that, like, because as you're talking, you're processing what you want to say and the messages that you're trying to purport. You should have thought not to even say that because you sent black men to beat on women, vulnerable women in the strip club because they rolled the pole of your dude. We rolling, we riding. He like to go inside and that hurts you. Now, what I want to know is, you said that Offset is always calling you anytime you go out of town because he know you giving that PWSY away, baby. He know that. And what I want to know is, what is he saying to you to make a sister feel low? What he saying to you to make a sister feel low? Because this all sounds like the perfect plan for you to try to put in a song like, he tried to make me feel low or something like that. Now, what I would also say is, Offset, I don't know him personally. I think he loves his family. A lot of people battle a lot of mental illnesses or whatever behind the scenes. But I also know as a man that people use that suicide. They use it to control people, and they'll say something like, if I don't get you back, then I'm going to unalive myself and I'm going to unalive you. Now, what it's supposed to do is to put some fear into you so that you could come back to the house and, throw that punani back in the retro, throw it back, like you've probably been doing. Now, the thing is, did he ruin the situation with the guy that you're dealing with? You know how iPhones, when you send videos, it shows dates. Did he try to make it seem like he was still getting the banana and throwing you in Gabbana? I mean, what is the truth? Cardi, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't buy anything that I don't really buy it, and I don't care. It's like, first and foremost, if he's bringing a chick up in the house that you ain't even living in or anything, ain't the man supposed to get it in some way, somehow? Like, where is he supposed to bring her to? Like, and maybe this is just a part of me just not really caring, like, as it pertains to Cardi. And another thing I wanted you to listen to, relating to her, well, I don't have the clip of that, but she spoke about Offset family, saying that she only cared about one person in his family. She only cared about that black rod from the beginning anyway. She only cared about that black pole, that black rod going into her V. That's the only thing she cared about. She don't care about no black family, because I know how she talk about them behind the scenes. So anyway, I wanted to play this clip with Cardi B saying that she lost this $13,000 charm that she put in the crack of her ass. Right? Let's check this out.
Let me tell you something terrible that happened to me. So, as y'all know, I got my butt crack pierced. He's like, what? Yeah, I do got my butt crack pierced. And no kizzy, I have a $13,000 Maria Tosh piercing in my butt crack. Guess what? I lost it. I was washing my ass and I realized that I don't have it. So I'm like, I really think I flushed the bitch down the toilet. 13,000. I'm just so like, life can, like, somebody's putting juju on me. Word of my mother. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I probably talk bad about somebody's kid or something. I probably talk bad about somebody's mother. But like, the past 2 days have been like Maria Tosh, like, if you hear this, like, I lost my shit. Like, please give me a discount. He want me back her here that can get no coochie out the brim. Put some aloe on this butt.
Now, Cardi looked cute right there, but yeah, Cardi, you did talk about somebody kidding a mother. You told that lady that she was on drugs and her monkey baby died. You remember you said that? You did talk about somebody's mother. You did talk about a mother and talked about their baby, but that gets swept under the rug because you racially ambiguous. Now, as I just want to wrap this up right here, Cardi B, she is merely just using social media just to get whatever ready that she's about to roll out. Because if you notice, the art girls got it on lock. The Doja Cat rolling out, talking about she coming out with something too, some soft sounding, rap, how she mix it with the rap and the singing. Whatever works for them. I know a lot of people feel like, with the current state of female rap, that there's nothing really going on. Nicki is on hiatus. Cardi B, she's been placating her fans with promises, making all these little promises in the group saying that she's listening to the album and this and that. It's like, it's 7 years that you haven't released a follow-up. And a lot of that is due to the fact that you was watching Nicki. You blamed the pandemic. You got pregnant 2 times. It's like, yo, listen, get in the comments. Let me know how you feel about that. I really didn't want to dive too deep into that because I already did a live earlier, and I just wanted to merely just come and give a high overview of things that happen. You already know how I feel with it, especially when it pertains to Cardi B. So listen, the next thing I want to get into is this whole Jessie Woo and Tamar thing. Now, Tamar, she's had feelings in regards to Candy. Some people feel as though that Tamar is a hater. Jessie Woo went on her platform, and this is something that I catch Jessie Woo every now and then. I don't watch all of her content, but if I see her live, I'll click on it. And different strokes for different folks. I think that she does a great job at doing commentary. I'm just not, an everyday listener or anything like that. But anyway, let's check out with Jessie Woo. She exposed some behind the scenes feelings that she had towards Tamar anytime Candy came up in the conversation. I found this to be very interesting, and also Tamar responded. So let's go.
I preface this by saying I love Tamar. I work with Tamar. Tamar has been nothing but nice to me.
I can tell you from working with her at Dish Nation, immediately whenever Candy would be a talk, whenever Candy was like in part of pop news, she would always say stuff like, she's not a good person. I know that's your girl. I know that's your girl. Like, it was to the point, even like hair and makeup, when she would bring up Candy, hair and makeup would be like, yeah, okay, yeah, we know she ain't a good person. We know, like, it's like, we know. But she could never give us why Candy was not a good person. It gives Amanda Seales and Issa Rae. The way that super chat just clocked it gives Amanda Seales and Issa Rae. When you just don't like somebody, you've had awkward interactions with somebody, but it's just not enough for you to just say, you know what? I don't like that person. But you have to go on a media blitz to get everybody not to like that person. Tamar is to Candy what Amanda Seales is to Issa Rae. I'm going to tell y'all the same thing I said about Issa Rae and Amanda Seales. I've worked with both these people. One was insufferable. The other was not. Candy, when she comes to work, let me tell you something. When I did a la carte with Candy, Candy would show up to the makeup chair with her base makeup already, like base, because she didn't want to give the makeup team too much work to do. This is Candy Burris. I'm sorry. I will always windmill for Candy Burris. When I saw her do that, I was like, oh, the humility. She's always been humble. But the humility. She comes in early. She don't got a big entourage. You don't got to babysit her, which I've seen with with Tamar. You don't have to.
She pretty much throwing Tamar under the bus in regards to, behaviors behind the scenes. Again, she's saying that Tamar is, making every time Candy name come up, she has something negative to say. Now, I found it pretty funny that Tamar responded, and she had this tweet, right? I'm going to play it on the screen. Tamar stated, she was like, she's so hard to work with, but she's steady getting jobs and she's working on a Saturday, right? And then she also put she alluded to something. I can't really see it. My phone is a little far away. And she said something in regards to it's always something with these two. Now, the thing that threw me for a loop, Tamar also posted this video of Jessie Woo performing at her anniversary show for her Love and War album or whatever. And she was like, ask them did they put her on the sold out tour. So check this out. She just showed the clip of Jessie Woo on stage. So listen, let me just tell you something that I understand. I understand two ways as it pertains to this situation. I think that when it comes to Jessie Woo, she's speaking from a behind the scenes type of approach as it pertains to Tamar. And, it seems like she's a fangirl for Candy. So she's trying to give people a glimpse and be like, Tamar had this negative energy, and she probably does feel closer ties to Candy, and, she'll throw Tamar under the bus, even though she stepped on the stage and she gave her an opening shot at her show. And Tamar just probably looking at it like, damn, you unloyal. Like, I put you on the show. They didn't put you on the show. So I could kind of see how Tamar feel a certain way towards Jessie Woo. And then Jessie Woo, people have hidden agendas as to why they do what they do. Candy is stacked up. She got the bread. She probably gonna invite Jessie Woo out for some food or whatever she's gonna, she's a businesswoman, so she has opportunity all around her. So I think that a lot of times people pick who they choose to side with based on one, who they like, and then two, the access or the the resources that this person has. And I'm not trying to say that Jessie Woo don't have anything, but people are very calculated in regards to the sides that they take. So I can understand it from both sides. Jessie is trying to give a glimpse into her dealings with Tamar, and Tamar is just like, wow, I took you on the show and sold out and you was in front of the world. So anyway, I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. Get in the comments, let me know what you think about Jessie Woo exposing Tamar dealings behind the scenes and all of that. So I want to move on. The next thing I want to get into is this Marvin Sapp situation where they were saying that he was pressing his congregation for $40,000. Now listen, I done told y'all before about these pulpit pimps. I've said that for years, these pulpit pimps. And I think a lot of the times when things like this happen and it gets exposed at a large, to social media, it makes a lot of people, they get that confirmation in their mind where they just be like, yeah, the church is not for me. Church ain't for me. Anyway, let's get into this clip right here with Marvin Sapp. I love Marvin Sapp's song. My mom used to always play that. They never would have made it. I love that song. Anyway, let's get into this clip.
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I just think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy a box of popcorn, get 1 soda, 2 straws. I wasn't cheap, that's swag. I was looking in her eyes, she's looking in mine. Can't do that no more. Now everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. I got you. Let's see. So put your 20 away, preachers. That 20 wasn't for you. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on take your phone and stick it on the bucket. Shh. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. This ain't the time to talk. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy, saints. This is an easy miracle. We should be able to raise $40,000 tonight just from y'all giving. That's it.
That made me uncomfortable. Like, it really made me uncomfortable. Like, a lot of these pulpit pimps, they be out of line. They have these huge congregations. And I'm going to just tell you this, right? The church that I go to in Albany, in upstate New York or whatever, I've never experienced this at church. But you want to know what? I have friends that lived in New York City, and they would tell me that if the church didn't collect enough money, that they would send the collection plate around more times, like 4 times in a service. I've never experienced that ever. I remember in our church, when you came in the morning time, I think they would give you they would pass the plate around, and then they would give you a chance to get up and walk, like, to put your tithe in or whatever. But I just found that made me really uncomfortable. It was almost like that he was demanding and begging and then telling the people be quiet, like, you know what I'm saying, like, giving is worship or whatever. it made me feel uncomfortable. You know, listen, I'm a Christian at the end of the day. I'm not going to spend too much time going in on Marvin Sapp, but he did respond and say that, you know, the day of social media, people take things out of context. No, they're not taking it out of context. Like, you gave full out pulpit pimp in that showing. And I want to know what y'all feel about that. This is why I think a lot of people get turned off from the church and they don't want to go. And that made me uncomfortable. It just did. And I want to know how you feel about it in the comments. The next thing I want to talk about, this happened in my area around where I live in Texas, right? So there's these few suburbs. It's like Sugarland, where I stay at. I stay in Sugarland. You have Sugarland, you have Pearland, Missouri City, Fresno. It's all like these suburbs that are all around each other. Well, it was this woman, you know, an estranged wife. Her husband was her ex-husband or whatever. He was trying to unalive her at this apartment complex that's probably no more than like 10 minutes from my home, from where I stay at, right? I want y'all to check this out.
Doorbell camera video shows a man identified by Stafford police as Jeremy Bangaro in a surprise attack on his estranged wife. Her two teenage children in the line of fire, Bangaro at the driver's side shooting. It happened at the park at Tivoli Apartments on Sugar Ridge. Bangaro runs off. The victim's son seeks help at a neighbor's door. The 33-year-old with an arrest warrant tonight. Police on the hunt for him. Last seen Monday on West Airport in his red Chevy Silverado truck. Their message: do not approach.
Obviously, Jeremy is a danger to the society, and he poses a danger to officers that are looking for him as well. Urge you not to approach him. Anyone with the information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers.
Now, mind you, this man, he shot at this woman in front of her two teenager kids. Did you see the kids run into the home trying to get help? Listen, these Ring cameras is saving a lot of people as far as like details with crimes committed against them, because had that Ring camera not been there, they would have never known. But now, since the Ring camera picked it up, I wonder if they caught him by now. But yo, he was in close proximity to this woman, dumping the clip on her. Like, that is just crazy to me. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you this right now, right? I understand that sometimes people vet and a person can still turn out crazy, but a lot of the times, like, I'm gonna tell you, and they said that this woman in this situation with this man, he's had domestic abuse situations back since 2022 with this woman, right? Sometimes I'm gonna tell you this, and I know that it may seem impossible and out of your reach, but when you dealing in a domestic situation with a person, especially a lot of times it's be people who have nothing to lose, you got to just evacuate wherever you are. And sometimes when you get married, it makes you bound to a person. You may feel like that, but if your life is in danger, you might have to just pick up and relocate. I don't know what that looks like for a lot of people, but I would rather you above the dirt than below the dirt. But that was just a horrible situation for that man to do that in front of, like, that goes to show you right there. See, when things like this happen, it makes me wonder, like, did he beat her in front of the kids? Was he beating the kids? Was he abusing the kids? Like, so many thoughts open up in my mind, because if you can shoot this woman at point blank range, and those weren't even his children. Thank God that this woman made it. She's in the hospital. She was in the hospital and recovering, all of that too. Thank God that she made it, and hopefully this will wake her up. Like, I hope she gets out of the area, does what listen, it's hard sometimes when your family is, rooted in a city or a state, and that's where you're at. But to save your life, you got to do what you got to do to save your life. So listen, get in the comments, let me know what you think about that as well. So I'm wrapping the video up at this point. I hope for the people who made it to the end, please make sure that you support this channel. The Cash App is in the comments below. I really want your opinions, how you feel about Cardi B with the Offset situation. She says she's been going through stuff for a while now, right? Nope, it's just release time, and she got to get some controversy dredged up. The artsy girls, the Doja and the Doechii, they went in Glorilla, and Cardi ain't really been winning. She dropped 2 songs this year, they didn't go nowhere, so she got to moisten up and get the atmosphere ready for her name for whatever type of F you dude song that she's gonna drop. She's gonna be on her Beyonce-ish. It's gonna be like some F you dude type of song or some woman empowerment type song. That's how she's gonna try to get the ladies back. And yeah, that's what I personally think. You could think I'm thinking too far, but shit, this is all speculation at the end of the day. I think that that's exactly what she's trying to do. Now all of a sudden you got issues with Offset and he threatening his girlfriend. You reached out to his girlfriend. She also said that some blogger is doing something to her. And listen, ain't it the pot calling the kettle black? You had bloggers harass Nicki Minaj for how long, Cardi? How long you had them harassing her? Your friend Jason Lee, he's harassed her. You and your friend Ken Barbie, he's harassed. So now all of a sudden you telling them to pull back? Stop it. Stop. Listen, get in the comments. Also, let me know what you think about the Jessie Woo situation. I understand it from both ends. I do think that if Tamar probably thought that Jessie Woo would have more loyalty to her, being that she invited her out on her show. But it's like when people get behind these microphones on these platforms and talking, a lot of that goes out the window. I really want to know how you feel about that. Let me know what you feel about the Marvin Sapp Pulpit Pimp begging for the money, telling people the 1,000 in digital world and 1,000 in the congregation to come up. These mega churches, yo, listen, you seen all the people standing behind them. They all want and need that money. So people probably got salaries. We don't know if they're getting salaries or getting paid on the hourly, but they definitely getting paid. And this is why a lot of people refer to pulpit pimps, you know? And then also, finally, let me know what you think about the woman getting dumped on by her estranged husband. Sick. Ladies, watch your back out here. You know, sometimes I feel like you even got to do mental health evaluations with people. You got to do background checks on individuals because sometimes people, the craziness doesn't just show up when you meet them. It's been there. And the issue is that people ain't doing their research on individuals. I'm the type of person when I meet a person, listen, I'm not even going to tell you because it's just going to reveal too much. Maybe I'll do that on my other channel. Also, make sure you follow my channel, Just Venting Today. I post content over there. It doesn't get a lot of views or whatever right now because I'm still building it, but check out Just Venting Today. Search it in the in the search box and you'll be able to find that. Get in the comments, let me know how you think. Again, support the channel. The Cash App is in the comments. Y'all be blessed. I'm up out of here. Peace.